Hey guys, today I have a giant list of all of my 2025 favorites. These are all things that if I didn't own them already, these would be on my Christmas list. So hopefully this inspires you guys, either for gifts you want to get people, or perhaps some things you want to add to your own Christmas list. I started with the list being 25 things for 2025, and I do kind of have 25 things, but within those things, there's sub items. I couldn't just pick one favorite shoe of 2025. So for example, I have shoe as the topic, and then I have 3 under that. So in total, we have about 60-ish items. I'm not gonna talk too long about each thing because I'm sure if you guys already follow me, you've seen me talk about these things already. So we're gonna kind of rapid fire go through everything. This is in no particular order. It was just as things were coming to me, I was typing it out and then I didn't reorganize the order. So it's a little bit random. Some of the things I have here with me, some of them are, for example, the first item, my desk treadmill / my walking pad that I have at my desk right now. Obviously not gonna lift that up and show it to you, you know, but it's here, it's right here. The brand is Maxsun. It is currently unavailable, so I'll put some similar options below. I'm gonna link everything below for you guys, but number 1 on the list is for sure my walking pad. I'm pretty sure this was on my list last year as well, but I simply had to include it again because I use this every single day. There is no way I would get 8 to 10,000 steps a day without this thing. Every weekday I aim for about 8 to 10,000. On the weekends I'm sitting down. I'm sitting down on the weekends. I get maybe 2,000 steps on Saturday and Sunday. I don't really care. During the week I'm walking. I'm walking and I'm typing and I'm doing emails. I'm editing my YouTube videos. It's an investment, but it's so worth it if you work from home and you find your days are a little bit stagnant or you're not moving as much. It changed my life and I love it. So it is number 1 on the list. I have some book recommendations for you. So I picked 5 books. These are not necessarily my 5 favorite books of the year. I'm not saying that. I wanted to pick things in some different categories. The first one I have here is a spicy book. So if you're looking for a spicy book recommendation, I feel like a lot of you are gonna be able to predict this. For the fans, this is an sports romance, and when I tell you I cannot stop thinking about it, I cannot stop thinking about it. Avi and Kyron, amazing characters. So if you're looking for a spicy almost forbidden romance kind of energy, I highly recommend For the Fans. Next is a romantasy series. This is the year that I found the Gods and Monsters series. You know what? I owned, where is it? Book of Azrael? Yeah, I owned that book for so long, but this is the year that I finally read it, and 5-star series. Diana and Sam Kyle are some of my favorite main characters. I find a lot of the time I get really annoyed with FMCs. Sometimes they just really piss me off and they make stupid decisions and they have attitudes and they're rude and it just drives me a little bit insane. But Diana is a bad bitch. I don't know if I like Diana or Sam Kyle better. I love them both. They're a power couple, enemies to lovers, typical romantasy, but so good, just written so well. And I'm so excited to read the 4th book, which I just got recently, which just came out. So it is an incomplete series. Keep that in mind. The next book is a romantasy as well, but there's only 1 book out in the series. So it's not a big commitment. There's only 1. That's Metal Slinger. I think it's right above. Yep, right here. The second book comes out, I want to say in 2026, but this book lives rent-free in my brain. I loved the entire story. I loved the characters. The plot twist at the end is one of the craziest plot twists I have ever read in a book in my entire life. I think about Metal Slinger often. I would reread it. All of these books I would reread. That's how I know I love them so much. Now, if you're not into romantasy or fantasy as much, a romance recommendation is Magnolia Parks. I'm holding up this one because this book altered my brain chemistry, and I think about Julian Hates on the daily. In Another Life lives in my brain and I'm getting it tattooed on me. I will be getting In Another Life tattooed on my body for Mr. Julian Hates. If you enjoyed the heist, the jewel heist, or the jewelry heist that happened recently at the Louvre, Julian is basically that vibe. He does heists on art and he's Yeah, but Magnolia Parks is a very messy, toxic relationship series. It's kind of Gossip Girl-ish, where there's a lot of crossover in the relationships, there's drama, it's messy. Jessa Hastings has such a unique voice, and each of the characters have such a unique voice. Speaking of character voices, the audiobooks for this series are my favorite audiobooks I've ever listened to. The voices and the accents that these men have. Julian Hates and Christian Hems, I'm in love with them and their voices. I can't even talk about this anymore. And finally, I do have a thriller. So if you're not interested in romance or romantasy or fantasy, my thriller recommendation for you is That's Not My Name by Megan Lally. I have it up here. It's up there. A thriller has never made me sob as much as that one did. If you are good at predicting plot twists, you might not like it as much, but I did not see the plot twist coming because I don't read many thrillers, and I think about that book often. All of these books I think about very often. Okay, I know I said rapid fire, but I really like talking about books, so that one did take a little bit longer, I will admit. Next, we have my cameras. This camera I did not get in 2025, but I don't think I've ever talked about it in depth on YouTube or what it really is, but this is my little flash camera. We named her not G7X because everyone has a G7X flash camera, and I just have this little power shot. And I love her. You can slip it in your purse. It's so tiny. I take my flash pictures on this. I love it. You can get it on Amazon. Like, she's so cute and small. My camcorder. The quality on these is not good, but that's the point. It's a home video feel. I filmed some clips on YouTube with this before, and I love how it looks every time. Like, and I just feel so mommy when I'm filming on this. This is also my not ZV-1. Yeah, you don't worry about it. This is a Sony handycam 70x extended zoom. The zoom on this is literally insane. It zooms, oh, it's so ugly and bad in such a good way. So if you want to do some artsy, kind of more creative things in 2026, I highly, highly recommend these. They're my favorite cameras. Next, we have some supplements. These are the 5 supplements that I take every single day. These are the things I have all the time. Well, besides the protein. Protein's not an every single day thing for me, but it's a very often thing for me, and I love making my Ninja Creamies with this. This is the best tasting protein I've ever had in my entire life, and it's Canadian. This one is the mint chocolate chip. It tastes so good, and the ingredients are so good. I do have a discount code that you can use with them, and I found out that you can actually only use the code 1 time per email address. So if you find that you're not getting your 30% off with my code, use a different email address and it should work. Not my favorite thing. Kind of annoying. So I'm not like a sponsored athlete or anything. I order most of my own supplements from them. They'll send me new release items, but this I bought myself, this I bought myself. So the protein, and then every single day, every day I have my greens. This is the best flavor. This is the tropical fruit flavor. The green apple, I really wanted to love it, but it has a weird aftertaste. The berry one's pretty good, but this one is the best by far. So every morning I have this, and I mix in my glutamine. So I have my glutamine and greens every single morning. You guys would have seen that if you've seen any of my vlogs. I don't shut up about it, but glutamine is good for your stomach lining and digestion. My collagen, I take this collagen every single day as well. I originally got it at Costco, but then I did find it on Amazon also. So this one's from Amazon. This is my second tub of this. This lasts so long, but this also has 9 grams of protein per serving. So I like to have this and turkey bacon in the morning so that I'm getting a good amount of protein when I have my coffee. And then every night, magnesium. I do take a magnesium every single night, and I swear by this now. Ever since I started taking magnesium, I swear my sleep has improved so much. If you struggle with sleep, take magnesium before bed. All right, that's it for my supplements. Lip and cheek tints. I picked 3 of my all-time faves. Say Beauty is the one that I use all the time. This is their Dew Blush, and this is the shade Spicy. This is probably my favorite one. What I love about this is how well it goes on. So it's just this little liquid applicator, and I do a little few dots on my cheeks and I can just tap, 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 tap and rub it in, no problem. I don't use makeup brushes ever. I always use my finger to apply everything. I just kind of pat everything onto my face. I don't know, makeup brushes stress me out. No matter how many times you clean them, I feel like they're not clean enough. So I prefer to just use my fingers. I'm also lazy and I don't want to clean makeup brushes. So that's why I really like a dewy liquid product. I don't like powders. On top of that now, I've started adding a little of this Rhode pocket blush. This is the color Date Cake. Now this, I don't think I like it by itself, if I'm being honest. This doesn't pat and rub in as good as this one because this one's not as liquidy, you know, it's a stick. It's not as, yeah, liquidy. This one's also super pigmented, so I literally do the tiniest little dot on top of this one and it just adds a little bit of a pinky color on top. So this is not my favorite to use on its own. I like to layer with this one. And then on my lips, I'm obsessed with this didnt. This might have replaced my Kaja. I know, I've been obsessed with Kaja for so many years now, but this is the dark cherry one and this works so well. I put it on right now and it's literally water. It's like colored water. It's the best. I love this and it lasts forever and you only need a little bit. Glosses, I have 2 glosses here. So this Rhode one is a new one. This I put on top of the didnt today. So that's what I have on my lips today, is that didnt with a little bit of this gloss on top. And this is the raspberry jelly flavor, I think. Flavor, scent, color, I don't know. Raspberry jelly, yeah, I love this color. Summer Fridays, which one is this? This is the brown sugar. The brown sugar color, oh, I love dark shades on my lips. So I really, really like this one. I prefer the consistency of this one over the Rhode one, but I think I like the Rhode color better. These are definitely my 2 favorite glosses at the moment. And I love a tinted gloss. I love tinted because then you don't need to do anything else. This might be kind of random. I was trying to think of sunglasses that I like from this year, but I don't think I bought any new sunglasses this year. I always wear my Dior thrifted ones from the Real. Love those. I love a brown sunglass and a sunglass that you can see your eyes through. Besides the point, I'm gonna include my Guess glasses. I'm so into glasses and frames right now. I feel like everybody kind of is getting into glasses and I'm so happy about it because as a kid, I was so embarrassed to have glasses. Now, unfortunately, I do think these exact ones are sold out. These are Guess. I just got them on kits. So I'll try to link a similar one, but I love these. I'm so happy that glasses are becoming cool again. So I really wanted to include them in this video. I literally have kits open right now because I plan on placing an order because I really want to order some more glasses because I want some different frames. It changes an outfit. It can change your look. I just am so obsessed with glasses. If you don't need them, you can just get blue light glasses. That's a great option because I know we're all staring at our screens. Next up is my Aura ring. I got this for my birthday from my parents. It is a great gift. It is very expensive. It's an investment, but I am obsessed with it. I'm so interested in the data. It's helped me understand my sleep a lot better because I've always thought that I'm a terrible sleeper, and honestly, I kind of am. I'm not a great sleeper because I don't sleep for a lot of hours. I get 5 to 7 hours per night. I get 8 hours maybe once every 4 to 5 months. I'm not even kidding. I have the data to prove it. I do not sleep for a long period of time. Most of the time I get 6 hours a night and I can function off that. So I've always been kind of like, what the hell? That is not good. Like, I'm so sleep deprived. I get at least an hour of deep sleep every night, 2 hours of REM, and my sleep score seems to think that that's okay for me. So it is just giving me such peace of mind knowing that, yeah, I only sleep for 6 hours, but I sleep well and deeply. I don't know what that's about because I thought women were supposed to sleep like 9 to 10 hours a night. 10 hours. I don't understand. Why do I only sleep for 6 hours? It's the weirdest thing ever, but it's given me some peace of mind. So I love that. I love it for stress tracking. It'll let me know when I'm like really stressed out. Sometimes it's like, hey girl, you were stressed for 7 hours today. It's great for period tracking. I track my period. It's quite helpful with that. And it also senses immediately a few days before my period when my heart rate variable starts to go up. It's really interesting. If you're a person who's into data and fitness, I highly recommend an Aura ring. And I've never tried any other rings like the human something, whatever the other one is. So I only have this one to go off of. I got a size 7 and it's in silver. I had to include my espresso machine. I have the Breville Barista Pro, and this was a Christmas gift from last year. Obsessed with it. This might be my favorite thing ever. I don't think I could ever go back to Nespresso, to be honest. I was a Nespresso girl through and through. Nespresso just does not hit the same as grinding fresh beans and making an espresso or an Americano or a latte or something every morning. Oh, it's such a game changer. This is also an investment, but if you're a coffee snob like myself and coffee is a very important ritual for you every single day, this is a great gift or a great investment piece for yourself. I already know that this was on my favorites last year, but you guys, I'm obviously gonna say my Kindle. The Kindle is such a good Christmas gift because it's not too expensive, but it's still something that means a lot, I guess. So with the Kindle, I would also recommend getting Kindle Unlimited, or at least pay for a couple months for said person you're getting the gift for, because then they can download a ton of different books, or even get them an Amazon gift card so that they can buy books on the Kindle. I just have Unlimited and I don't typically pay for other books on here. I just read whatever's on Unlimited, and there is some unhinged, crazy stuff on here sometimes. What is the book I'm reading right now? I'm reading this, no, guys, I'm not getting into this. I'll put it right here though, what I'm reading right now. It's a very unhinged Christmas novella. Also my case, I got this on Etsy. So you can just find some really cute cases on Etsy, or Berga has some good ones as well, or Amazon. All right, next up, I have some oral hygiene items. I didn't bring any of them down with me because they're, yeah. First is my Oral-B toothbrush. I love that thing. It's so good. If you don't have an electric toothbrush yet, do even go to the dentist, because I'm pretty sure the dentist tells you to always use an electric toothbrush. So this is the one that I have and I absolutely love it. I love that there's different settings. I have very sensitive gums, so I like to put it on the gum sensitivity setting. And then along with that, my water flosser. I think I mentioned this last year as well, because it was a Christmas gift from my parents a few years ago. I love my water flosser, especially when you have popcorn. Getting in there with the little water flosser, it is so satisfying. I don't use the water flosser every single night. I do floss every day though. I can't sleep if I don't floss. I think I just bought this year, but my retainer cleaner. So I do wear a top and bottom retainer to bed every single night. To clean it now, I have this little ultrasonic cleaner. So you just put water in it, you drop the retainers in, you press a button, and it just uses ultrasonic waves of energy. What the fuck is ultrasonic? I don't know. It cleans it somehow. It magically cleans it. I don't know. Next up, I have 3 items to help you improve your sleep. So as we know, sleep is very important, and even though I only get 6 hours, they're a good 6 hours, okay? So the first thing is a humidifier. This has also helped my skin just with dryness, because it's so dry in Canada in the winter. The air is so cold, and just, I get bloody noses all winter and my skin flakes. Yeah, sorry, I know. The next thing is a hatch. I don't remember when I got my hatch. I think I probably mentioned my hatch last year as well, but I use it every single night. Everything on this list, these are things that I use constantly all the time. My most used products. So my hatch, I put brown noise on every night. I cannot sleep with silence. And I use it for the alarm as well, so it lights up and then an alarm goes off. Love my hatch. And then the third thing is a fan. So I don't use the fan in the winter because it's cold, but in the summer I love this fan so much. This is a Dyson fan. I did get it very on sale. I did not pay full price for this thing, but I did link it below for you guys if you're interested. You don't need a Dyson one specifically, but just any fan, really. I love having a fan in my bedroom, especially in the summer. Next is my desktop monitor. Now, this is not a new item. I've had my BenQ monitor for 5, 6, maybe even 7 years at this point. I had to include it in this video because I don't think I talk about it a lot. But as I was trying to figure out products that I, again, use every single day, having a dual monitor system is game changing. So I have my laptop and then my big screen, and it's 32 inches, I believe. I'll link a similar one below because I don't think they have this one anymore because it's literally so old. If you work from home, I highly recommend the dual monitors and the desk treadmill. Your productivity will shoot up. Now I narrowed down my top 3 shoes that I got this year. First are my ugly little dad loafer Uggs. I love these. They're so grandpa in the best way, and I love just how short and slip-on they are. But I did go up a size in these. So these are an 8. I'm typically a 7 or a 7.5, but I have very wide feet. I just wanted my feet to have enough room, so I would recommend sizing up a size in these guys. And then the other 2 pairs are sneakers. Firstly, my Sauconys. I love these. They're just such a unique color pattern. I love navy and tan together, and I love the little bit of metallic. I always get so many questions about these. Winter Tech Omni 9 is what these are. I got my first pair of Solomon's this year. I love this colorway. I don't like just a basic white shoe. You know, I like to have a fun shoe. I love fun sneakers. So these are the Speed Cross 3 in the purple, black, yellow colorway. I also like how skinny they are. I think the dad chunky shoe, I think she's going out of style, to be honest. I think skinny sneakers for 2026, I'm telling you. I know my Sauconys are a bit chunky, but I am feeling the skinny sneakers for 2026. The next thing is spin class. If you have been looking for a sign to try spin class, this is it. I need you guys to all come to Lost Cycle with me. It's my favorite thing. If I could maintain my muscle mass with just doing spin class, I quite literally might quit lifting weights. That's how much I love spin class. It puts me in the best mood. If I'm having a bad day and I go to spin, different bitch after. For a girl who's very, very passionate about music, I take music so seriously. I'm reading lyrics, I'm analyzing songs, looking into artists, making playlists for every single mood. I'm a huge music girl. And spin class, at least at Lost Cycle, is based around music because you're rhythm riding. So you're riding with the beat. So you're listening to the music and you're specifically pedaling the pedals with the beat of the music. You're doing a little bit of choreography as you go. It is so fun. Highly recommend that. It's a great gift to get somebody 15 spin classes or something like that. If someone already goes to spin, get them some spin shoes, because I bought my own shoes this year and game changing. Now, this wouldn't be a Gabby favorites video if I didn't include Alphalete. So obviously I'm gonna include some Alphalete stuff here. I didn't grab any products because I already made this handy dandy little graphic that I literally went through my entire closet and I took all of these pictures and I favorited in my top 5. So this graphic shows my top 30 Alphalete products of all time. My top 5 that I have favorited here in no particular order are the pump shorts, or a leggings, or a strappy bra, or a form tank, and the cargo sweats. This was very hard to narrow down to 5, and I think my top 5 changes a little bit depending on my mood, depending on what season it is. I know I'm kind of bouncing around on topics here, but now we're gonna go to skincare. Some of my favorite items that I have found this year for skincare are the Medicube pads. I don't wash my face in the morning. I think it dries out my skin. It just is not good for my face. I find a breakout if I'm overwashing my face. So now in the morning, I just use one of these little pads. In the summer, I like to use the Zero Pore pads. This is too harsh for my skin in the dry winter months, so I switched to the Super Sicka pads, and these are more moisturizing. So I rotate between these depending on the season, but I'm obsessed with these. If I'm feeling extra dry, I will use my Hero Wonder toner. I love this. This helps so much with dry skin, and it just makes my skin feel more luminescent and youthful, if you will. I've seen it compared to the Rhode glazing milk, and then I go in with my sunscreen. This one's almost done. I'm gonna need to grab a new one, but this is my Beauty of Joseon sunscreen, 50 SPF. This, it makes you dewy. I love the consistency of this. It's a little bit thinner, but still moisturizing, so I don't even use a moisturizer in the morning. This is literally my morning skincare routine right here. I didn't even realize that my favorites were all my morning items. Next is my hair care products. As somebody who has very frizzy, dry hair, I have been trying to find products that help with that. So firstly, my hairdresser recommended this to me. So this is the, I'm gonna butcher this name, Schwarzkopf, the Repair Rescue Treatment. I use this once a week instead of conditioner. I mean, I only wash my hair once a week, so every time I shower I use this, but I use this hair mask instead of using conditioner, and I do really like this. I've also been mixing with this. So this is the Amika Smooth Over Frizz Fighting Treatment. And I do notice a difference when I use this. I swear that these help make my hair more dry, less dry. If you just have a frizzy hair texture, honestly, there's nothing that's gonna make it go away fully. It's just not. Especially if you work out and you sweat a lot like me, you're gonna have some frizz. It's just gonna happen. I don't know what to tell you. But these definitely help a little bit. I at least notice the days right after my shower, those first few days where my hair's fresh and clean, it does feel less frizzy. And then the other product to help with frizz is the Verb Ghost Oil. So typically I don't love hair oils because they're so oily. You know, they just leave like that oily texture on your hair and then you need to wash it more frequently. This, when they say ghost oil, they mean ghost oil because I don't even know if you can call this an oil because it doesn't leave your hair oily, but it totally helps with frizz and helps keep your hair softer. So the combination of these, I feel like has been helping a little bit with frizz. I talked about quite a few body creams last year, I think, but I think I've probably talked about Sticky Dates last year. Now I'm talking about Snow Fairy. I'm obsessed with this. I talked about it in a video recently about how it smells like those little banana candies or the little chalky Lego blocks. Yeah, it's supposed to be cotton candy flavor, but I don't know. Like it does. No, it smells so good. This is the sweetest. It's almost sickeningly sweet, but I love it. And then the other favorite body thing that I have is the Josie Moran Body Butters. Nothing leaves such a nice shine as these. I find a lot of my other creams or moisturizers, they sink into my skin, and yeah, my skin's moisturized, but it doesn't have that glow to it. This leaves the glow. This is a refill thing, but I just use it right from this. This one's not my favorite one. This one's Golden Hour. My favorite one's probably the Vanilla Vibes one. She smells so good. It's not too sweet. Next, I have my favorite scents of 2025. The first one is By the Fireplace. I think I've talked about this before because this is not a new one, but I was just trying to think of what sprays have I been spraying myself with the most frequently this year. This one, I'm always going for it. Ugh. I think I like this better than Jazz Club. Jazz Club, I feel like I kind of got tired of. It's a little bit too masculine for me now. I'm into much more sweet scents, so I find this one a little bit sweeter, yet still musky. Oh my God, it smells so good. It's like a vanilla fireplace, if I had to explain it. I don't even want to say the brand. L'Occitane, I should have looked it up. I don't care. This is a hair and body mist, and oh my God, it smells like all of their other almondy products, but the scent this smells like summer to me. This is the most fresh, delicious scent. It's such a unique scent. If you've ever smelled any of their products, their cream, their shower gel, they all smell the same. They have that almond sweet scent. So I don't really use this in the winter. This is more of a summer, spring kind of scent. My absolute favorite #1 scent for this year is Eclair. This is by the brand Latafa, and I just get this on Amazon. This was actually a recommendation from Bella. When I smelled this on her, I immediately needed to buy it. Every time I wear this, I get compliments. This is the best vanilla scent I have ever smelled in my entire life. It literally smells so sweet. Oh my God, it smells like a sweet vanilla white chocolate cupcake. This is my favorite scent of the year. And I think this is only $46 or something like that on Amazon. So she's linked below, but we all need to smell like this vanilla cupcake because wow. The packaging is really ugly though. I hate this bottle with everything in me. All right, we're on number 21, and that is Silk Pillowcases. This is not a new thing for me for 2025, but I needed to mention my Silk Pillowcases. I get them off Amazon or directly from Kitsch. The brand that I like the best is Kitsch. They are so good for your hair, so good for your skin. I find them much more comfortable to sleep on than a normal pillowcase. They're just so much silkier and softer. Make the switch. Once you make the switch to a silk pillowcase, you will not be going back. 2025 was the year of purses for me. There's something about a really good purse. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what it is. I've never been as obsessed with purses as this year. Something has come over me. I'll show you a few of my favorites. Now, keep in mind, thrifting thrifting is the best way to go because I thrifted these 3 and these are probably my 3 favorite purses. This is the purse that I brought to Spain. I love that purse, and what I love about thrifting too is they're so unique. You can't just go online and buy these. This is a Guess purse that I thrifted this year in Barcelona. I love her. This is another one. I think this one's BCBG. I thrifted this one in Toronto. I'm telling you, check your local thrift stores because they're gonna have the best, most unique purses and for great prices. I had to mention those. I know that I can't link them or anything, but I had to mention them. These purses, however, I did not thrift. These are my everyday bags. You guys have probably seen them everywhere, but this is, the brand is Noirvert, I think it is. But I like these because they're big enough to put a laptop, or at least this one. This one I can fit my giant, huge Mac laptop in. I don't like that it's gold hardware. I would have preferred silver, but here we are. And then this is the purse I'm using right now from them. And these are just, they're not that expensive, but they're nice, big, everyday bags. So this is the other guy. I will link both of these ones below because these ones you can get. Yeah, 2025 was the year of purses for me, so I simply had to include them. 2026 is gonna be wallets. I think I'm gonna start getting into little clutches and wallets in 2026 because right now my wallet is just, it's actually a men's wallet. I've never had a really, really nice wallet actually. I didn't bring any over here with me, but PJs. I've talked about them so much, especially in these winter months because I love to buy Christmas pajamas, but my top 3 stores to buy pajamas are Joe Fresh. I absolutely love Joe Fresh. Every time I go to the grocery store, I really have to hold myself back from looking at the Joe Fresh section. La Vie en Rose. That's where I got a lot of my Christmas pajamas this year. And Aerie. Great fabric, nice and bouncy. I love all 3 of those. You have definitely seen a lot of my Christmas pajamas already throughout the month of November and the beginning of Vlogmas. And I'm sure you'll see them as we continue Vlogmas. I'm pretty sure I got this for Christmas last year. And this is my Oodie. My mom got this for me. I love this one. It has like these cute little coffees on it. If you've never heard of Oodie before, this is a blanket in hoodie form. It is a blanket that you can wear. So if you are Canadian or you live anywhere that's cold and is snowy, I am highly recommending an Oodie for Christmas because it is the most cozy thing ever. And I love that I can wear it while I'm reading. So I can hold a book, but it has sleeves and a hood and it's literally a blanket I can wear versus trying to like wrap a blanket around myself. It's just the comfiest, coziest thing ever. It's super, super soft and fluffy on the inside. These are a one size fits all, so they're very, very big and oversized. We are on to the final item, which is cozy hobbies. These are great things to get people as gifts. So my favorite cozy hobby from this year has been doing a puzzle while listening to an audiobook. I've talked about it so many times. I'm not gonna get into it. I love that combination, and along with puzzles, book nooks are another thing that you can get for your book friends. My dad got me a book nook this past Christmas. I am still working on it because it takes a lot of brain power. Now, if you're not into either of those, you could also do Lego. Lego's a fun one, or coloring, just some sort of cozy little hobby. A lot of people are getting into crochet, that kind of thing, knitting. Cozy hobbies to get us off our phones in 2026. I know I said that was gonna be rapid fire, but for some reason I simply can't shut up. So I'm so sorry if I talked way too long about each thing, but I hope that this video gave you guys some inspiration for what you wanna put on your Christmas list or some gift ideas that you wanna get some other people. Let me know what you guys are asking for so I can put it on my list. I would love to know. And that's gonna be it for this video, and I will see you guys in our next Vlogmas vlog.